Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. I said in a video earlier that I was going to do this video. If you remember and cast back, if you watched it, we talked about how the government were treating the comfort of immigrants more importantly than the safety of women. And I mentioned that I had this video to do. It is very, very, very bad. And there's no denying it. The government don't want the truth to come out, but there's no denying this at all. And it's something we've all said, something that we've all suspected and all seen and all in our hearts knew. But this is the proof. Sexual convictions by foreign nationals have soared by 62% in just 4 short years. This isn't me saying it. This is official data. In 2024, 1 in 7 sexual convictions, including rape, were by foreign nationals. 14%, according to the Ministry of Justice. Massively oversubscribed considering the numbers of foreign nationals living in the country. Now, this comes from Ministry of Justice statistics and the PNC, Police National Computer. And the data comes as 28,000 migrants reach the UK so in small boats in this calendar year so far, and getting close to 60,000 since Labour took control. This is the highest number on record ever. The rate of increase over the 4 years between 21 and 24 is nearly double that of British nationals, whose sexual offence convictions jumped by 39%. The data obtained by a Freedom of Information request by the think tank Centre for Migration Control also shows a staggering rise in other offences by foreign nationals. We're importing criminals. There's no denying it. Official statistics show it. The government's own figures show that we are importing illegality, criminality, sexual deviancy, and who knows what else. And yet still they come, and still the government refuse to stop them coming. The government are encouraging them to come. I made the claim earlier that the government are encouraging the rape of women in this country. These figures show this to be true. Because if the government was serious about it, they'd stop it. And they'd stop it like that. Because I could. If you put me in control, it would stop day one. The fact that it hasn't goes to show that this government want them to continue to come. Convictions for theft by foreign nationals have risen by 78%, robbery by 20%, and so forth. Of the foreign nationals convicted for sexual offences, the nationalities with the highest amounts were Indians, Romanians, Poles, Pakistanis, Afghans, Nigerians, Sudanese, Bangladeshi and Portuguese. If you do it by per capita basis, Afghanis are top by a long way. The rise in the number of sex offenders committed by foreign nationals rose by 62%, took the figure from 687 to 1,124. For British nationals, it rose from 4,400 to 6,142. You might think, well, that's a lot more. Yes, but terms of per capita by the relative number of people that are British compared with the number of people who are foreign, it is immensely more dangerous. When you see, if you see an immigrant, let's put it this way, if you see an immigrant, you're 3 times more likely to be raped by an immigrant than you are by a British national. And then people say, oh, but you shouldn't fear them. If you're a young woman, you kind of shoulda. I feel, statistically, you should. Not saying that they're all the same, but statistically, you've got to be more careful. Robert Bates, the research director of the Centre of Migration Control, said it is unconscionable for the government to continue with business as usual when this data shows that action such as the introduction of a red list is now urgently needed. No, we don't need lists. We don't need, let's put these up and let's stop that. No. You just stop immigration. 0. No more immigration. You catch the ones that are here illegally and you throw them out. You catch the ones that are here and have overstayed their visa and you throw them out. And you reduce the number of immigrants until the chances of an immigrant doing anything bad to you are approaching zero. Now, obviously, not all immigrants are bad, of course not. But you look to see the ones that have committed a crime, they're more likely to commit a crime again because recidivism, out they go. You look at the ones who are here illegally, immediately out they go. You look at the ones that come from, let's say, cultures where women are seen as lesser. You've got to consider that they must go because they are culturally unsuitable to the West. You wouldn't leave your 8-year-old girl in the custody of 5 random, let's just say, people from a certain background, would you? Because you know what would happen. Or at least in your mind you know what would happen. Now, a government spokesman said any foreign national who commits these kind of offences in our country will face the full force of the law and be deported at the earliest opportunity. We know that's bullshit. We know they're lying. These people are not deported at the earliest opportunity. The earliest opportunity is there and then, immediately. That's the earliest opportunity. But these people aren't. No. We're paying for them for years, and then it's like, well, he's been here a long time, best stay. Yeah, okay. And then he'll go and commit it again. So, if you're keeping him in the country, you're effectively saying, it's okay, we like him raping children. And that's the left, of course. It's always the left, isn't it? You see, the left want to keep these people in because the left love the abuse of children. After all, you only have to look at where all the abuse of these girls were by all the grooming gangs. It's all Labour controlled. Labour, and of course, that's not even to mention Harriet Harman and the pie, Labour just love child abuse. Labour are the party of the peds. There's no getting around it. If you're a Labour voter, you might as well just go on the fucking register, really. You vote Labour, there will be a register for people who vote Labour. And if you're on it, you're on that register because you're pushing this ideology. Imagine that. Imagine thinking, I'm voting Labour because I'm virtuous. When in actual fact, what you're saying is, I'm voting Labour because I like child abuse. Because I just think child abuse is marvellous. Because that's why I vote Labour. The party that wants to keep bringing these people in. The party that refuses to send them home. The party that covers up child abuse. The party that probably joins in with child abuse. Oh my God, look at this. Look what's going on in Rochdale. Oh, let's cover it up. Yes, easier. Let's cover it up. Yeah. Shh. Yeah. What we're going to do about the girls? Oh, we'll just let them carry on. Why? Well, whatever. It's embarrassing. So, yeah, just carry on. Let the girls get raped. Labour councils. That's what they did. Vote Labour. You're a fucking paedophile. Anyway, there we go. Thanks very much. I'll leave that there. Let you mull on that one. If you do see them, if you're a young lady and you see immigrants, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to think. But just be mindful of the statistics. Thanks a lot. Bye.